To me, bold design is fearless. It's about making a statement without asking for permission.
So the work culture in our studio, we can probably summarize in 3 words. 1, communication. 2, transparency. And number 3, which is I feel most important, which is work from your heart.
All the glass in the studio allows a very transparent design and thought process. We believe in using minimal materials, and we've just used 3 or 4 materials in our office space as well. And as you enter from the reception area, the minute you're into the space, you can see the entire office connected from one end to the other at one stretch.
So you also got some inclusion of nice plants, you got very nice light and ventilation.
There's a team seating area, there's a cabin where Vikram sits, there's a meeting area, and then there's my cabin. And all of it is oriented centrally so that everyone can look at what's going on in the office. It's a very open environment. We have a very interesting feature, which is the lunch area and a casual meeting area. It's a place for sampling.
My favorite spot in this studio would be the place outside Swani's cabin, which is actually like a thinking pod. Whenever I need to brainstorm or sit alone and think about a certain idea, I go over there and sit down over there, and I think that is the best place to be.
Tattva is a project which is very close to our hearts. It's been inspired from the 5 tattvas in nature. Besides using natural and sustainable materials, we've also used a parametric brick facade. The most striking feature about Tattva is the facade. While it uses brick patterns, these patterns are also parametric.
The Panch Tattvas, as they say, the 5 Tattvas, air, water, fire, earth and metal, all these 5 Tattvas were combined and they correspond to each floor. For example, the first floor might have water, the second floor has metal, the third floor has fire, and accordingly, as you go up the floors, this is how it is designed.
So the team discussions usually either happen in the conference area, or we have like a nice spillover dining table which we also use as an activity space.
So both of them are the whole guiding power behind all the design and execution of a project, where one is designing but the other is behind that execution. So without both of them involved in a project, it's never complete.
One of the quirkiest ideas I've thought of is designing an edible house where the entire skin of this structure would be edible with respect to growing vegetables and things to eat, such as, and this could be in drip irrigation or hydroponics, and it becomes a self-sustainable system to work with. An advice to upcoming designers would be to constantly keep evolving, not compare yourself with what the rest of the world is doing, not compare yourself and validate yourself on social media, but actually evaluate your own self from yesterday and become better every day.
You must come out in the open and express whatever you feel in the heart and whatever you feel in the mind. You do not need to actually go and take cues from different designs. Just open out yourself, open your mind, and I think you will be able to do very well.